Hey guys, back at the house. It is day 19. Can't believe we've been working on the project for 19 days. It feels like forever. Okay, so lots of new things. I'm gonna show you the bedroom. We did the final third coat and all the walls and everything are done. Window frames are done, and the baseboards are also painted. So I'm gonna put in the baseboards today, and then we need to caulk those. And then the last thing I have to do is paint the register and then put in a light fixture. So that room's almost done. Also, we had this area blocked off and then this bedroom because we were waiting for asbestos results, and we got those back and they were 0. So we have no asbestos in the attic, which we were pretty sure was going to be asbestos, and then in the plaster and stuff also in that room. So now we can touch all of that stuff, we can open it up, and we can continue work on that room. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some work in that room and then finishing off this bedroom, and I'm gonna show you the floors right now. Okay, so this is what they look like. So pretty. It's so crazy how much brighter this room is with it being all right, heading into this room, give you guys a refresher of where we're at in here. Ugh, the smell of plaster has just been sitting in here, very strong. Okay, so this is the lathe board or lath board, or however you say it. I've heard it both ways. This is what I'm going to take down. So there was plaster over this and wallpaper. So we took the plaster and all of that down. Now we have the boards that we have to remove. You don't necessarily have to remove them. You can put drywall over them. However, the wall may be a little bit uneven and there isn't any insulation behind. And although this is an interior wall to the house, you don't necessarily have to have insulation. So I'm gonna take all this down, then we'll insulate, and then we'll re-drywall. So that's what we're doing, and that is what I am going to attempt to get done today. Day 20, and back in the one bedroom, I got almost all of the lathe boards down, or lath boards. Everything is done. The only thing we have to do today is we're going to take the frames off of here and then finish the baseboards. And then we will work on getting everything else in order, but that's what's left in this room to be taken off. And then we bought insulation and drywall. So we'll get started on that. And then I'm gonna take you guys down into the kitchen because that's what we're gonna work on. Okay, now. So in the kitchen, we are taking the ceiling down today so that it will look like, we'll show you, the living room ceiling, because we want it to be open like this. Day 21, we got the ceiling out. It looks good. And there are a few little pieces of wood that we still need to remove here that they added for some reason. So we'll remove all those eventually. And then we still have to finish taking off the drywall on this little portion right here, and then this little wall as well. Everything else has been removed in the kitchen. So, oh, and then these baseboards right here. But yeah, other than that, everything else is like
to one level, even though it looks like there's a bunch of like different levels. This is all one level, even though it just is very like with all these different materials. But yeah, and then we got the stove hooked up, and then we also got the washer and dryer hooked up in here.
Hey guys, it is day like 24 now, I believe. So the past couple days I haven't videoed a whole lot because we had a bunch of errands to run to pick up a lot of different supplies at different hardware stores, and we did some outdoor yard work, and then just kind of strategizing of what to do next, but not really a whole lot of work. However, now I am back in the bedroom that is basically done, and as you can see, I put the baseboards up and everything. So I put the baseboards up, nailed them in. Now I'm going back through and caulking on the top half and like in the creases and everything. And then I'm going to fill in a couple little gaps with, where is my wood putty? Oh, here it is. I'm filling in this one little gap I have with just some wood putty. I will show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to fill in caulk a few of the creases in the windows. And then I bought a light. We probably won't put that up today, but that should get up at least by the weekend. And I think that's it in here. So just like these final little small touches, I'm realizing that when you are finishing a room, it's not just, oh, you just paint, clean up, put the baseboards on and you're done. So yeah, all of these little like tedious things just to like finally complete the room are taking a little bit longer than I would have thought. So yeah, finishing up some of this stuff, and I will show you what I'm doing. Okay, so as you can see, I nailed in the baseboards, and then you can see over here that I caulked this corner already, and I still have to do against the floorboards. But yep, I put all of that in. And then over here, this is the little spot where, for whatever reason, the wood floor, like this piece must have gotten cut short. So I'm going to put in a little bit of the wood putty. I'm gonna let that dry, and then I can caulk over top of that. But yeah. And then all of like these little creases and stuff, I need to caulk that. So I will do that today, and then I will, the next step is I have to paint the caulking, and I need to paint over the little nails. So got some paint brushes to do that, and then we'll be done. Insulation in this room. This is pretty good. We'll have a little bit of touch-ups and stuff around the windows and everything, but I need to insulate these walls. So yeah, I'm gonna work on basically cutting it to fit it, and then we'll see how much I can get in. Right now, I have not started on the closet. Not exactly sure
what we're gonna do in the closet, what changes we're gonna make. But in this other room, it is almost finished. Yesterday, I had to fill in a couple little deeper holes yesterday with the wood putty. And then like this on the floor. So I just needed that to dry, and then I can come back through and caulk around here. And then I need to paint the caulking and the little nail spots. So those are the little touch-ups that I have to do today. And then the only thing left in this room to do is put up the light, which we're gonna do this weekend. But other than that, this room is done. Took a break from upstairs because it's in the 80s and it's so hot. So now I'm outside. We figured we would see if we can take apart the deck. And so far, so good. It's coming very slowly, but it's going. All right, so yesterday in here, I came in and I filled in around the windows with the insulation. So I did all the windows here. They already had like decent insulation, so I just filled it in with a little bit more of the newer stuff. And then we can't do the rest of the insulation for here because I forgot we have to take off the baseboards and the door frames, so that like we can get like these little pieces of wood off and everything. And on the other side of this wall is another room that we haven't even started working on, and that's all the lath board that's on the other side. So we actually have to take that down before we can put the insulation up. So I'm gonna take you in the other room and show you what I'm gonna work on. Okay, so here is the other room that we haven't even started on. This is what it looks like, and this is the other wall that you saw on the other side that is the lath board. So this is plaster, and then behind the plaster is the lath board. So it looks like that. So yeah, I'm gonna work on taking this wall off so that this weekend we can insulate in the other room and put drywall up. So let's get to work. So I got all of the lath board and all of that out. So now I've got to clean up. We've got to take the baseboards off, and we've got to take the door frames and the doors and all of that off so that we can get like the little pieces of wood back here out from underneath the doors, and then we can get the plaster that is collected in between the two sets of baseboards, clean all of that up, and then we can start working on insulation and drywall and putting up like a vapor barrier on these outside walls. So we're gonna work on that. This wall we're just gonna keep open for right now because we are going to install some outlets. So basically I just needed to open this so that we can put outlets, and then we can start working on the other walls in that bedroom. All right, so coming back in this room, it is almost completed. I have one small task. I brought my little paintbrushes, and now I need to go through and paint all of the caulking that I just did. So this will be exciting, but as you can see, I even did like all the nails already and everything, all the other little touch-ups. So I just have to do the caulking, and then I'm gonna clean this floor and get all the stuff out of here because the mattress is arriving today. Update on the deck. Came out to work on this for a little bit, and we got all of the sides and everything down over here. These are also down, just leaning up against here. So we got all of that done. We just need to get these two posts out, and then we can start working on the floor, and then we're gonna do this part last. just because we need to start accumulating some of these so we can sand them and see what shape they're in, to see if we can use them for stuff that we need inside built. So yeah,